Hey guys, this is the Ecron Writer here, and it's been a few months since I finally did another vlog. A lot of shtick's been going on, like for example, my top 15 Sega Genesis games is coming together, finally. Finally recorded the script, I got the script written, and I already got the music and the footage, so all I gotta do is just splice and edit all together. But, yeah, in case you all know, this is a negative response to Oscar again and his collaborators. But it's just that, unlike them, I don't feel like doing another top 20 because it's just too much work. Too much editing, too much speaking. Hell, them alone are like an hour long. NES games, SNES games, they're over an hour. Ooh. I've never done one this long. There was just too much going on. So, from here on out, don't expect any top 20s in the future. Oof. Way too much tumultuous work. I hardly get the chance to do these things. So, what else is there? Woker Bros is actually selling out Looney Tunes, so they say. I kind of hope they do, and I just heard last night from Clownfish that they're tearing down one of its iconic studios in favor of HBO Max. I'm like, seriously? What the hell? You should check out the rant from one of my autistic friends in Canada, no less. I'm surprised he made a rant like that. And I'm surprised they did this, because Looney Tunes is like its breadbasket. That's like Disney without Mickey Mouse, or Nintendo without Mario, you know what I mean? Like, without their breadbasket, without their most recognizable mascot, how are they supposed to, like, stay afloat? And I just keep comparing the water tower to Jenga, like, you know the old game Jenga, you build the tower with those removable blocks. Like, one stack faces horizontally, the other one faces vertically, like tall ways. But if you remove the blocks, you remove as many blocks as you can without the tower collapsing. And that's what I compare it to. I compare Looney Tunes as the last Jenga piece before the water tower should fall. And I hope it does, because, you know, they've been doing shitty things lately. And they still have been, ever since the Teen Titan Go days. MK11 is so-so. It could be an exception, but I'm not surprised at all. Zaslav is very much like Zelenskyy. You know, he's greedy, he's arrogant, he's stubborn, never makes up for his mistakes, never owns up to his responsibilities, and just let everything rot. He's no different, if you think about it. Like, I hope Russia actually takes over Ukraine, because I heard that Ukraine, they're very territorial, they're stubborn, they got the rare minerals for making advanced batteries, which other countries want, including us. And we have the audacity to plant warheads there. I can't stress that enough. Plus, it's nefarious when it comes to, like, treating women with a lot of abuse and disrespect and negligence. So, I don't care about those psychos online like Tumblr, Reddit, Twitter, Blue Sky, what have you. I despise it, and I don't care if Russia takes it over. Okay? It's really gone down a very bad slope with Zelenskyy, and I feel it's no different with Zaslav, because he's pretty much doing the same thing. He has the same personification, the same motives as him. And another thing is, And another thing is, I'm very concerned about those Carolina wildfires because I just know, just like the California wildfires, I know an online friend who lives there. One of my best online friends, no less. 80s fan since day one. She lives within the Carolinas, and I think she lives next to a retro comic book merchandise place. So ever since I heard about the Southwest Coast wildfires, I've been very concerned, very worried. I hope she stays safe, especially with her fur babies. If you follow her, you'll know what I mean. So, I wish for her the best, but I've seen a lot of uploads lately. I think she's doing okay. And I hope that there's been a rainstorm to douse the flames. Hell, I'm even surprised Oklahoma got a few wildfires there. I know it's a hot, dry place, but still, yikes. I just grow very concerned with all that. And with Wilker Bros' downfall with selling out Looney Tunes, I hope it gets bought out by another property to spare them from non-existence. I hope it won't be Disney. It better not be Nick. It better not be Fox, or none of that. I guess Paramount might be a good option. Their series are doing well. You know, they got the Sonic movies, they got whatever else is there. Movies especially, like with Star Trek or maybe Rambo, I think. I don't know. Probably not, but I've seen Sylvester Stallone in that Paramount commercial. I don't know if it counts or not. But still, if there's any network that should buy out Looney Tunes, it would certainly be Paramount. I want Wilker Bros' downfall, so that its properties, including Mortal Kombat, especially Mortal Kombat, would be treated a hell of a lot better. As long as Zaslav, or Spoony Booney, or Dominic Cocksucker takes the helm, nothing good's gonna come out of it. And nothing has. Ever since after MK11, or even before MK11, especially the calm before the storm with DC Universe, and I always despise that. No matter what. I don't want a damn remaster or remake. I don't want anything of the goddamn reboot or remaster of that. What the hell are they thinking?
What were they thinking?
I mean, seriously, I don't want a remaster of that. I don't want anything with MKX. Oh my god, if you've seen my Ico's dystopian future, you should know this. Why am I the only one who hates them? And don't get me started with Dominic's failed experiment, Mortal Kombat 2023, which is the Sonic 06 of Mortal Kombat. It really is. In terms of graphics, in terms of story, in terms of gameplay, because it's so glitchy. It relies on online campaigns. And I know it has a DLC plot, but I would compare it to Sonic 06's unneeded DLC, which was hard mode of story mode, which is completely pointless in itself. Invasions, I don't give a rat's ass about. But oh my god, that Zionist, Dominic, he's no better than Mike Pollock. No better. He really isn't. And don't get me started with those anti-Trumpsters. Especially the crazy Clement and fanfiction fuckrag. They deserve to be put in mental institutions, I'm telling you. I despise them. And I can never forget, they're like triggers. They're stressors. Part of showitis or my showitis or something. Which is an interesting term. Just look it up. Basically, how I see it is intrusive thoughts combined with hyperfixation. You know, you can look it up on the fanfiction wiki. I explains it a little better, even though it's the narcissistic psychopath's term. Anyway, it's interesting, especially related to autism. And by the way, tomorrow's the start of, as of this recording, tomorrow's the start of Autism Awareness Month. April, I'm not sure how blue is associated with this, not even the infinite symbol. Although it's interesting to see Sonic in both things. Like, he's blue when he often has, when he runs really fast, he has the infinite sign. And a lot of fan art, like, compares it to the autism symbol, which I think is pretty good. I'm not really good at jigsaw puzzles, so I don't like the jigsaw piece much, but yeah, the infinity symbol is better. And I happen to be autistic myself, amongst other mental illnesses. Multi-disabled, but autism is like the most prominent. What else is there? I guess if Mortal Kombat does get sold out, which I hope it does, Tobias would return, and the projects would have closure to them. I can't stop thinking about it. Closure is what means a lot to me. Not just games, but everything. Some may say enjoyment, like Smack Jams or Fawful's Minion. It's what they look for. Some people say gameplay is the most important and don't give a shit about plot. But plot is important, gameplay is important, world building. But closure is the utmost importance. And I want closure. I want closure for Conquest or Defenders of the Realm, or even Fall of Edenia. And oh, by the way, I found out that the sequel, Mortal Kombat 2, the live-action movie, has Kung Lao as a Revenant. It has Kung Lao as a Revenant. I knew it was gonna happen.
Boy, I hate being right all the time.
I knew it was gonna happen because the company always does Kung Lao dirty no matter what. They do Kung Lao dirty no matter what. Like, they don't give a rat's ass about any of their characters. They don't care who they're supposed to be ever since Aftermath. And don't get me started with Twindell. Like, seriously, I don't think they give a shit about what happens. Let alone Fall of Edenia, and God knows how that's gonna be released. When is that gonna be released? I don't know. They've postponed it ever since the damn AI strikes, or COVID, or whatever other excuse they got. Alright, what else is there? Oh, if you want to check out, Chuck Jose's rant, you can check out his latest rant for April, and it wasn't a joke at all. It was released yesterday in April Fool's, on the uglification of Mortal Kombat characters, aside from the DEI stuff. I mean, oh jeez, Woker Bros, they have sunk to a whole new low. And I knew that the 2020s would be the second Dark Ages, ever since Aftermath was a thing, and the 2021 movie was a thing. I ranted my ass off back then. I swear to God, the 2020s are gonna be the second Dark Ages of Mortal Kombat. And with the pandemic, it kind of was. I mean, we had this retarded Tarkatan idea, which was a ripoff. The Tarkat idea, which is a ripoff of COVID anyway. I mean, seriously, do they even know that the Tarkatans are like half-breeds between Outworlders and Netherrealm demon DNA? I mean, they're like hybrids. It's no better than in, like, Jurassic Park with the the fossilized DNA inside the fly, the dragonfly that was frozen in amber, and they take samples of that to complete the genetic code. You know, it was the same as that, and all of a sudden they throw in this COVID ripoff shit. And I knew Melina was gonna turn out evil and chaotic. Like, seriously, I didn't want her alive. And I didn't want Havoc around. That's how desperate I was to end Dominic's failed experiment. Khaos Reigns should have been, you know, the end to all things. I wanted it that way. That's how desperate I was to end everything. I mean, Khaos Reigns, Dominic's failed experiment, and by the way, Ketchup Entertainment bought out the Coyote vs. Acme movie, which Woker Bros failed to develop. So I'm happy for that, and I just hope that, you know, Looney Tunes, if the rumors are true, that Looney Tunes is being sold out, I hope it'll be the last Jenga piece to make the water tower fall for good. I don't want Woker Bros to exist anymore. Just like with Dismal-Disney and their failures with the Snow White atrocity. Ugh, that's how desperate I am. I want these companies to just perish. Like Khaos said, do not atone! Just perish! Like, I'm so goddamn serious. I want them to just drop dead. Sometimes, even with the content creators I hate. Like, they shouldn't be around. Like, they're just messengers of wokeness, and as long as they exist, wokeness will always exist. Especially the demon crap motherfuckers. Especially on Blue Sky. And on Reddit, and on Tumblr. Like, the sooner we get Section 240 released, the better. So, yeah. So Sega Genesis Games is underway. I'm working on that. And Mortal Kombat can suck a shark's cock. Like, seriously. I'm not looking forward to what it has in the future. Not even Fall of Adenia if they get around to that. Democrats piss me off as always. Especially with the psychotic psychologist faker Mary Trump. So, she's just as fucked up as Kamala Harris. I swear to God. Even the writers for Seth Meyers. So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to anything Mortal Kombat related, especially the sequel live-action movie with Revenant Kung Lao, which is supposed to be released a week before Halloween, and it's not the first time because I hated Majora's Mask 25 years ago, which was actually 5 days before Halloween. Why does everything I hate have a certain deadline before Halloween? That makes 2 now. Seriously, oh my God, I just can't stress enough that the companies and content creators should just be gone. So, I'm the Ecron Writer signing out. As always, I had a lot of things to get off my chest. And, Val Kilmer just passed away, as I found out as of this recording. So, I got the Sega Genesis games to do, so I'll see you then. Take care, y'all.